and Rift Bolt right next to each other on the middle tarp. Fo9N, I'm just going to call him Photon, think that's what it is. If I'm not sure, please correct me. But Snood now trying to get up and charge for the high ground, tries to take it away, gets boxed off now. One underneath, it does have 2 poison traps, but okay for builds, not great. Should be looking down to try and put some rockets towards the low ground if possible, but right now you can see out of metal, switching over the woods, and there it is. Gonna try and fire that down towards the low ground, find anything he can. Bolt gets picked up. They have to be down there in that space at some point. If it's not covered, you'll sneak one out. Great 5th elim from Snood, as now he's gonna drop down and try to drop Sebi, who gets a great catch, but Snood's trying to drop him again. It's 2 times back. Sebi eventually is not gonna be able to catch it if Snood can keep the angle. Sebi trying to work his way down. You have Carson in the bottom right, picking up Fo9N. Now, 1v1, Sebi on the high ground. Snood 1 level below him. Carson on the low. Snood has the HP advantage slightly to Carson, but gives it up there to knock down Sebi. Picks Sebi up though. It gets it from the siphon. It's all on Carson to hit the shot, and Snood says, there's a reason I'm one of the best. Takes him out. Again, no celebration. Says, hey, look, that's a pretty weapon.
That's a pretty weapon indeed. This Ghost Dude closes out the game. That was so masterfully well played from him. I cannot give him enough props. And this is someone you talked about. You were like, look, Snood, I'm telling you, keep him on your radar. There's going to be someone who's going to be looking to qualify. And that's exactly why. Victory out over to him. But now we hop on to the next game. There's still more action to be had here in NA East. We see Upward here in his 1x1 levitating. Now, I'm curious to know if this is true loadout. Keep in mind, sometimes we have a little bit of a visual bug there. So it looks like he may only have 3 things, but he may have more than that in traps and whatnot. 40 builds. I like that he's hopping, getting a nice little view. I feel like at this point, why don't you just edit the cone and then peek that way so you're not having to like hop the whole time?
Yeah, and actually editing himself up into the top, which is a little riskier, but also allows you to be more aggressive. And this probably is most of his loadout considering his HP. If he had a med kit or a campfire, probably would have used it to top off unless he's holding it for late game. If he had minis, probably would have popped them. So might have something else in there though. Pump shotty rush. I'm sorry, man. You've just been catching the wrong end of the stick as we hop into these games. That's twice. The second we get in, you're getting eliminated. Maybe try actually pump shotty rushing someday. We talk about being on brand, man. It's what it's about, but now the rotation's gonna come out and we're gonna see a mass movement. Tfue in the lobby, Hart in the lobby, Hansen in the lobby, Slappy in the lobby. So a lot of players challenging up towards that top part. And now Tfue trying to find whatever space he can. Does have a baller in his box. 41 players remaining. Circle 5 is starting to close. You can see that in the bottom right-hand corner. The blue circle representing the shrinking storm. White indicating where that safe play space is where you won't be taking that 10 damage per tick.
Ooh, very cheeky shots coming through. That player has no shields at all. We're going to see the clinger. No, wait. This is not... Wait.
Trying to sneak him in. Can you get him to drop in?
What is that angle? What? I just watched Sundown.
He put a cherry on top, and it was the clinger. Dropped it down into the box. And don't go play Loot Goblin. Stop it, Posick. You're better than that. You are better than that. You just saw 2 different players run in there and get picked up. Like, that's just upsetting. We talk about it all the time. You can't play Loot Goblin in situations like this when you've worked so hard to get into the late game outside the top 25. Don't go throw yourself into the firing corridor where you just saw 3 clingers and 2 different players fire at it. It's just not going to put you in a good situation. Hart picking up a great edit on the side there, and he will be able to pick that up cleanly. When you own the stuff and nobody else is contesting, cool, go over. If it's somebody else's elim and you're just like, oh, this is mine, I don't envy your chances.
Yeah, you got to make sure you respect everyone, because don't forget, this is the top 3,000 of the region. They know what you're looking to do. They know the moment that loot falls out on the ground, someone is going to try and move on it, and they're going to look to catch you off guard and punish you for making that mistake. Upward here, going to catch someone as well. He's going to destroy who's going back to the lobby, completely destroyed. I just wanted to say that a bunch.
Wait, Zeke, was he destroyed there?
He was absolutely destroyed.
Gotcha.
Poor Destroy. It's okay. Destroying my dreams, but it's okay. 31 players remaining. Don't forget, top 25. He's got to go. I don't think he's going to make it.
Upward did not go upward fast enough, nor horizontal fast enough, getting picked up there. So some questionable decisions coming out real quick, but that's what it's all about sometimes. Sometimes the pressure and the nerves when you're playing on a stage like this, when you're playing for qualification spots or for your piece at a part of that $1 million prize pool per week. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. It's difficult. These decisions are hard, but it's still the best of the best. Somebody is going to win. Somebody's going to take that home. Somebody is going to absolutely eliminate out and win those victory rounds, get the high placements. If it's going to be you, you have to do everything in your power and do all the small things right. And that's not just a shot at posting. It's just we've seen him do so well, so consistently that like making a mistake like that so late into a big tournament, like you expect more out of that.
Keep in mind, son, we're just now hitting top 25. We're just now.
It's almost close.
We're literally just now hitting placement points. That's okay, Miggy. Goodbye, friend. I will think about you. But yeah, we're just now hitting placement points. That's how dense these lobbies are. That's how everyone is trying to make sure and maximize every possible moment. Every second they're alive is an opportunity to get more points on the table. We see down below Hart. I believe I saw Tifu's name in there as well. He's going to continue to move now. He's got that chug jug sundown. That's just not valuable here. It's a 15-second time before you can slurp down the whole thing. No one's going to give you that opportunity. No one.
Well, you got to chug down that whole thing, Zeke. But again, you're not going to get that amount of space, even if the storm rotation comes off. It has the big shield too, which sometimes you don't get enough room for that. So instead, sometimes the best healing is just being super aggro. Gonna push his way into the box, and it's down, and there's already ramps anywhere. So Keith trying to build his way out of it, but everything's built.
Get the slurp.
Everything's occupied, and there you go, Zeke. So happy there to drop the chug. We're into the top 15 as Brush picks up J-Mac. Hart picks up Infamous as well, and I mean, Hart just flicking shots all over the place. You can see him very much so on brand, has the Valentine's Day wrap, has the Hart back bling, and I mean, now putting shots down on to Brush. I Spy trying to work his way down from the rift deploy. You have Ray on the tarp beneath. Hart going to continue to work his way down the tarp, trying to find whatever he can. And right now, that's just a little bit of space.
All right, popping the slurp a little early, but maybe he's saying, look, I'm just going to go full aggro here, so I expect to run into someone. I expect him to crack my shields, and I'll be ready. A 136. He should have saved the slurp. Didn't even need it. Hart's playing out of his mind right now. Ziff there in the high ground finds it in Elim. He's going toe-to-toe with Ray now, who's in the critical. Mikey as well as low. But look who's up above. Tifu yet again. How are we always in this position? Tifu just completely dominates the high ground. Someone called him the king of high ground, and I believe it. He's diving down Sundown.
So he used the rift. He used the rift just so he wouldn't have any fall damage, not having a redeploy this time, but always having something to make sure he can work bottom or top down, because he only has one build. So the loadout, 3 boogies, the epic pump, and then the rare suppressed SMG does have the ability to work through. Already sitting on 43 points from the 2 elims, and if he can get one more, he'll be in that last placement threshold, trying to track through the storm, finds the 84 shot. Can he convert? Wants to push through, doing everything he can, holding forward, and in the end, it's the jump shot, taking out Hart, who actually ended up inside the top 5. So now Tfue in the top right, Mickey in the bottom right after he picked up Calypso. Tfue has all the lead in the world. High ground, health advantage, shield advantage, gonna pop the slurp. So we'll have that ticking. Mickey is gonna go for a hero play.
He bugged his head. Go in. He's gotta close this out.
That's it. There's no way. He has to find an angle, and instead, yeah, Tfue just going to find whatever space he can. As soon as he hears the panic shots coming out from Mickey, that's going to rush him. But 49 points, keeping him inside of that top 6 distance as much as he can. And Lupo, Bala, break it down for us.
Honestly, at a certain point, I kind of look back at the first week of solos and think, maybe Tfue was just kind of playing around. It's like, I don't really know